I had just moved into a quiet cul-de-sac on Willow Lane, desperate to escape the noise and chaos of city life. At 32, freshly divorced and drained from a high-pressure marketing career, all I craved was peace and calm. What I didn't expect was the gentle presence next door, Mr. James Carter. James was 65, a retired school principal and a widower for nearly a decade. His house was always spotless, and his garden blossomed with the kind of care only patience and a kind heart could nurture. Our first meeting was brief, a simple nod over the fence and a soft, "Welcome to the neighborhood." But his eyes held a quiet sadness, like an old song lingering softly in the air. Our friendship began with small acts of kindness. When a storm knocked my mailbox loose, James was there fixing it. When I found out he was feeling unwell, I brought him homemade soup. Our conversations grew deeper. He spoke tenderly of his late wife Margaret and the life they built together, while I shared my story of a failed marriage and the loneliness I carried. There was no rush between us. No pressure, just a comforting companionship that slowly grew into something real. I watered his garden while he visited his son in Michigan. He brought groceries during bad weather. We shared quiet moments on our porches, sipping coffee and reading, content in silence. Then came the night of the blackout. A storm swept through the neighborhood, plunging us into darkness. Just as I lit a few candles, James knocked on my door, flashlight in hand, his calm smile steady as ever. "Just checking on you," he said. We sat together in the candlelight, sharing stories and laughter, the power of connection lighting the night more than any bulb ever could. From that night on, our bond deepened. We weren't just neighbors, we were friends, close friends. People noticed and whispered about the age difference, but we ignored it. What mattered was the safety and understanding we found in each other. One spring weekend, James invited me on a day trip to a botanical garden. The drive was peaceful, his hand brushing mine as we admired the scenery. "Margaret loved lilies," he said softly, touching one with reverence. I placed my hand on his arm. "You gave her a beautiful life," I told him. Gratitude, and something warmer, sparkled in his eyes. That night, he hesitated at my door before saying, "Can I tell you something, Emily? These past few months have meant more to me than you know. You brought light back into my life. I thought I was too old to feel this way again." Tears filled my eyes. "James, you've been my anchor, my calm in the storm." We stood quietly in the cool night air. No labels, no rush, just something real growing between two people healing together. Now, Sunday brunches, evening walks, and late-night talks are our rhythm. Age doesn't define us, connection does. James taught me to grow vegetables in my backyard. I helped him organize photo albums full of memories of Margaret and their children. We share simple joys, museum visits, movies, stories that make us laugh and cry. One winter morning, a letter slipped under my door. It was from James. "Dear Emily, in the short time I've known you, you've made me believe in companionship again. You've shown me love and comfort come in many forms. Whether we stay friends or grow into something more, you've changed my life for the better. Yours, James." I cried happy tears because I felt the same. Today, we live side by side, friends, confidants, family of choice. Our story isn't traditional, but it's ours. Built on kindness, patience, and the simple joy of being there for each other. Sometimes, life surprises you with the quietest love, the kind that doesn't knock loudly, but changes everything.